Thursday, May 21st, another beautiful day for some baseball. And in this video, you're going to get 9 of the best player props on that entire slate. We're going to be breaking down a 10x play and a 9.7x play as well. On top of that, I'm going to be giving you my favorite player on Thursday to go yard, cash us out in the home run department. Then we're going to run it back. We are 3-0 on a streak. We're going to do it again on Thursday. I'm going to give you my favorite sportsbook play of the day. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, the unders, the overs, all that right here in this video. So if that sounds good to you, let's go.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me. We just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Now, before we get rocking, rolling, going over all these free plays we have in store for you right here in this video, go on ahead, smash that like button. Like I've said, we won 3 in a row, going for the 4 in a row here, and we haven't hit that like mark. I need 150 likes on this video if and when that sportsbook play of the day cashes. One of you watching just for simply liking and commenting will get $100 sent straight from me right to you if and when that sportsbook play of the day cashes. All you got to do is like and comment below. And I do this every single day, handing out free play bangers every day for you guys. So go on ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a free play drop. We'll be here all MLB season and beyond. So make sure you're locking in with your boys over here on the channel. And on top of all of that, you can lock these plays in for free. You can get bonus free plays. You can build your bankroll by barely coming out of pocket. All you got to do is go down below, visit my buddy Stan, and he's going to send you right on over to the Stan.store. And just simply starting from the top to the bottom, we're going to be talking about Winible, that big, beautiful golden W. That's where you can get more bonus free plays every day, MLB cheat sheets every single day. On Wednesday, we went absolutely bananas. I think we only missed 2 out of every single game in the MLB. And we hit every single one in the early slate. I thought we were going to cash the whole thing. Got super hyped for you guys. But the smart way is to lock those in straight or maybe pair them up. So either way, I hope all the free members made some money using that cheat sheet. We also have prop cheat sheets, home run cheat sheets every single day. So get on over to Winible. There's also a great Discord community as well where you can join the gang and chat with the boys. Now, if you want premium, you can buy your way in. There's tons of options. I drop discount codes sometimes. You can certainly do that. But if you want it for free, all you got to do, download Kalshi. Right now, we are building $500 to $10,000. We just doubled our money in 2 weeks. I believe we're on 2 weeks. Maybe it's a week and a half. I can't remember. But we've doubled our money. We started, I think it was not this Monday, the past Monday. So about a week and a half. We have doubled our money over on the Kalshi Challenge. It's legal in all 50 states. You'll get $10 when you deposit $10. I highly recommend depositing more. Like I said, we're doing 500 to 10,000. Use code FFAPE. You get a free 45 days of premium to build with us. I'll show you all everything that we're doing. We're documenting the whole entire journey so you don't even have to question what is going on and the legitimacy of it all, because I know that there's dudes that be making videos, content creators on Instagram, Twitter, just out there hawking, showing you guys the green slips, not showing you any of the red slips. We literally spill it all out for you guys, and it's free with code FFAPE on Kalshi. 45 days. Just send me proof that you deposited to that number below, and you can lock in with us on premium, like I said, for 45 days for absolutely free. You get 30 days for any of these other apps, especially if you're really into player props, which we do absolutely love. We lock those in every day as well. You can get it. You can lock in some player props on Kalshi, but I highly recommend Sleeper for the player props. You get a free $20 when you sign up with code FFAPE without even depositing on the app. When you do deposit, it's $100. If and when you do deposit, send me proof that you used code FFAPE and you get that free 30 days. That goes for any of these. You guys can read. There's great promos for every single one of these books here, and you guys can take advantage using those codes to get your free cash and lock in more and more plays. So please do so. It's a great way to support the channel as well. I thank you ahead of time for doing all of that. Like I said, a 30 days of premium for free per sign up, 45 there for Kalshi. Now, I say this every single time. Here's the disclaimer part, boys. But we are the most strike channel on YouTube, so we got to go on ahead and appease the YouTube overlords. Gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We are not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. I just showed them all to you. I do receive a commission made through those sign-up links, and when you use the code, it's a great way to support the channel. You guys get some promo funds, some discounted lines, some free player prop squares to add to your plays and increase your payouts, all with just using that code. So thank you guys for doing so. And now we absolutely have to talk about what we did on Wednesday. It was absolutely monumental, and we went just about undefeated on the sportsbooks. We are actually currently 7-0 right now. We have one play pending. It looks like it's going to cash. It's an underplay in college baseball. They only have 3 runs on the board right now. The under is 8.5. Our parlays look a little in trouble, I guess you could say. We hit every single straight bet on Wednesday. Absolutely phenomenal. Like I said, 7-0 currently. Hopefully our parlays can pull through. We did have a 3-team parlay in the MLB. Both lines cashed. We did have Yankee money line. It's the bottom of the ninth with 1 out, and it's 2-0 Toronto. So that one looks like it will sell, but everything else absolutely massive here. We did go 1-6 on our player prop plays in premium and the free plan. Missing a ton by 1 line, but we hit a big one here, a 20x play, $100 to $2,000 on this one. Now, I do know that it will be bumped down a little bit, should probably be still like a 15x payout, because Brandon Lowe did go on and push there. That one, the one that's grayed out, he got 5. It was over 5. So we did push on that one. Should still be a nice 15x payout. And we only locked in 6 of them on Wednesday. Then over in the sports books, this one was actually from last night, a late play in college baseball on Tuesday night. We had LSU here for the win over Oklahoma, 1,500 to cash us out at 2,400. Any of you guys that don't know, it's college baseball postseason. It's tournament time, and it is so much fun to watch. Absolutely electric. We'll be hammering plays over there all playoffs long. And then today we had Florida minus 1.5, 1,500 to 2,600 here. Now I would have taken these on Kalshi. We did take LSU on Kalshi. We did actually. We do have a LSU slip, but I have to lock them in twice. I'll get to that. But Florida minus 1.5. Kalshi only allowed Florida money line. They don't have too much to offer for college baseball, but they do have those money lines, and we do take advantage over there. As you can see right here, Arkansas, it was actually better odds as well over on Kalshi versus a DraftKings or FanDuel. We got a higher payout here, 25 to almost doubling our money, 48.30 for Arkansas, getting the dub today over Tennessee. Now for the MLB, we did absolutely phenomenal. We cooked the MLB. Tampa Bay beating the Orioles, one of the hottest teams in the MLB, which makes me a little bit nervous because their next series is against the New York Yankees starting on Friday. I will be at the stadium on Saturday for my trip down to Yankee Stadium to watch my Yankees take on Tampa Bay. So hopefully they cool down a little bit. We'll have some big plays for that game as well for you guys right here on the channel. But we had Tampa Bay in that spot over the Orioles. Then we had the Reds Phillies, which I kind of spoke about yesterday in the video. If you guys were paying attention, you could have locked this one in for free, but it was a premium play that sometimes they just spill out of my mouth when I'm going over player props. And we had the Phillies Reds game over 9.5 runs scored. I was a little back and forth on who was going to win this game. I was leaning the Reds. I mean, obviously I could say that because the Reds won, but I was leaning them. But I did think that the absolute best line here on the sports books was this 9.5. I just knew runs were going to be scored in this game, and the Reds put up 9 by themselves. Then our free play, once again, cashed. We had Minnesota Twins to beat the Astros. They did so, $25 to win $40 there. And you guys are noticing a lot of $25 plays. So if you're new here, yes, I locked these in twice. That's why you saw those DraftKings one. I do this for a living. I have to lock in heavy dollar amounts or I literally cannot feed my family. But for what we're doing here on Kalshi, this is exactly what we're doing. We deposited $500 a week and a half ago. We're going to get that up to $10,000. We've already doubled our money. We are at just about $1,000 there on the app in Kalshi. And we started with $25 units. Now, once we hit 1,000, which we have, we are going to up the unit size to 50, which is actually relatively smaller than what you could be rolling out with $1,000 in your book. Typically, it's 10% of your bankroll overall would be your unit size. So with $1,000, 10% of that is $100. So we will still be taking it a little bit light. Don't want to go a little overboard, I guess you could say, but we are incrementally growing. This is not a magic pill I'm trying to get you to swallow. This is literally what you should be doing and what you can be doing to be a profitable, better long-term. So not only are you getting the free 45 days on Kalshi and entering this builder package, as you could say, but you're also learning what you should be doing, straight bets, low risk, and cashing at an immense rate. So that's what we're doing here over in premium. And this is, as you can see, we went up 174 today. We still have one position left. That is our 3-team parlay. So just under $1,000 there, 977.97. Just something light for the boys, doubling up our money in just a few short weeks. So we're going to keep on growing there. Absolutely love the process with you guys. Hopefully you guys are also learning something as well. And we're just having a good time. And with the Kalshis, if you deposit that $500, start with 25, you can literally follow along exactly how I lock it in as we go along here. So what do we have here for the free plays? The Yankees just scored a run and didn't get an out. 2-1 Yankees. I think there's 2 outs now. Anyway, we're going to dive into the free plays. You guys will know if the Yankees win because I'll get excited, or you'll know if the Blue Jays win because I'll get pissed, and you probably already know the score by the time you're seeing this. But let's get into the free plays. The last win was that under. We already talked about that. Free plays. Here we go. Time now. And player prop number 1 comes in the New York Mets Washington Nationals game, which I do believe is going to be one of the higher scoring games on this entire slate. The other one probably is going to be Arizona, Colorado, which is almost a give me at this point. But we love this Mets game in this spot for them against the Nationals here. And we're taking Carson Benji over 0.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. We do like him for over 1.5 as well. Think that's the better bet, if I'm being honest. If you want to go safe, go with the 0.5. If you want to take a little bit of risk, but I still love it, that over 1.5 is for you. Now, he's done this in 8 of his last 10 games, 3.6 average in that 10-game span. Had a little bit of a step back game here on Wednesday, where he only got that 1 hit. Rosario struck out and he swung at a ball. Sorry. He only got that 1 hit on Wednesday, so not a fantastic day for him. But before that, he was ripping off hits at an insane rate there. 4 in a row on that one. Then he took a little break against the Yankees, and then he did 4 in a row prior to that one. Now, I do believe he's going to go on another streak here, and we like to have him start that off for us here on Thursday. So, as you can see, Cavalli, he is 0 for 3 against Cavalli, which, if you guys are new here, we love that. We do not always hunt for the guys with the best data against the pitcher. Do we take some of them? Obviously, we do. But I do like sometimes seeing a nice 0 for 3 here. Why? It is very hard. These MLB batters are elite. Even the worst of them are pretty damn good, or they wouldn't be in the majors. And it's very, very hard to blow it by a guy and make him go 0 for 4, 0 for 5 against you. I do not think Cavalli goes too deep into this game. I could be wrong, but what I do know is that I like Benji to get at least 1 hit off of him, hoping someone's on base for us to get that RBI and run, but he could definitely do that later on in the game as well. As you can see here, Benji against those righties is betting a nice 252. Cavalli against those lefties struggles mightily. 6.26 ERA, and that's a big sample size, 116 batters faced. On top of all of that data down there, if you look to the side of your screen, you'll notice that Cavalli is 1-0 this year against the Mets with a 3.00 ERA. I do think that's when the Mets were struggling, like the Mets as a whole, to get a little bit of a revenge here in this game on Thursday. So on top of the fact that they just lost 8-4 to the Nationals there on Wednesday. So we love the Mets here in this spot. We like Carson Benji in this spot over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Wish the Yankees would have pulled that one out for us. First loss on the sports books all day. 7-0, now 7-1. Still not too shabby if you ask me. And it was our 3-team. Wasn't even a full unit play. So not too mad about it. I wish we cashed it, obviously, but we move on now. And now we move on to Juan Soto. Once again, you could take him for 0.5. You could take him for 1.5, which is what I highly recommend, but I'm willing to go up to 2.5 here with Juan. I do like him for a home run in this spot on Thursday. Think he's definitely got all the metrics, all the power. I don't think I have to oversell Juan Soto to you guys. He's an absolute phenomenal hitter, and we like him a lot in this game. As you can see here, he's done it in 7 of his last 10. Having a great series so far against the Nationals, 5, 5, and 7. I like him to close out this series with another big game. As you can see here, not a huge sample size, only 6 plate appearances, but he's 4 for 6 with a home run and an RBI, batting at 800, which is just about as good as it gets. Now, obviously, he could, I would like more plate appearances, but at least it's not like 2 for 2 with a fake 1,000 batting average against the guy. I like this one here, 4 for 6 with 800 and a home run and RBI is absolutely phenomenal for us in this spot. And Soto against those righties, 342 batting average. Cavalli against those lefties, 6.26 ERA. 356 batting average allowed. Only 0.8 home runs per 9, but Juan Soto is not your normal 0.8. We're taking him for over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and a home run on Thursday. And before somebody tells me about Juan Soto hitting 2 home runs on Wednesday and 1 home run on Tuesday, how we normally wouldn't take somebody to do it 3 days in a row, that there's always exceptions to the rule. Juan Soto is definitely one. I think he's super hot right now. Great matchup for him on Thursday. So now we move on to the St. Louis-Pittsburgh game. And let me tell you right now, this slate is a little bit tricky. I think that the Mets and probably the Diamondbacks will be the best bet for player props here on Thursday. We don't have any Diamondback players in this video because their lines are not released yet. But if you wanted to hone in and build your own parlays, go on ahead and do so. I highly recommend targeting those 2 games. But I do think the Pittsburgh and the St. Louis Cardinals here are also right up there in that ranking for games that are going to score runs, which is really the name of the game here. With these player props, we need runs to be scored so that way we can actually cash out because they need runs and RBIs. So they could always do it with 2 hits, but that's a little bit harder. But like I said, I think there's going to be runs scored in this game. As you can see, game 1 of the series was a 9-6 victory, and game 2 was a 7-0 loss. I really like St. Louis in this spot on Thursday, especially after suffering such a big defeat. It's a little bit of a tricky game, though, because they do have the worst pitcher on the mound compared to the 2. Neither one are really great. Ashcraft was 0-1 with a 12.46 ERA the last time he played the Cardinals. And as you can see, May, he's got that 3.00 against Pittsburgh. Didn't get a win or loss in that one, but he's got a 4.81, and he's just not too great on the mound. What does that mean? I do think there's going to be runs scored. I think that's probably what you'll find on the cheat sheet for this game is a nice over-under for this one. But with all that said, I think there's going to be runs scored. And I like Alec Burleson to be a part of that party. And as you can see here, he did get 6 when they scored 9 runs there back on the 19th. And then yesterday, of course, he only got that 1 hit. No runs were scored. Hard to drive somebody in, get an RBI, or score a run when you don't score any runs as a team in general. Like them to score some more runs for us on Thursday. Against Ashcraft, not a bad sample size. Nothing really impressive there. He's 1 for 6, batting a 200 with an RBI, though, which is nice. But against those righties, 312 batting average, and those lefties absolutely shell Ashcraft, 3.49 ERA. The batting average allowed is a nice 234, and he gives up 1.3 home runs per 9 to those left-handed batters. Burleson's been on a little streak, a little up and down as far as clearing the 1.5 line, but he's been getting hits just about every single game. We like him to get a hit, maybe a pair of them, and drive in a run or score a run here. Lots of ways to cash us out on this one, but we love him to do so on Thursday. We're following that up with JJ Weatherholt here, and this one over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. If you're going to lock one of these plays in straight, do that with JJ. Fantastic line there at that -101 on a traditional sports book. But We love him over 1.5. We love pairing him up here on Thursday. He's done this in both games so far against Pittsburgh, getting that 2 hits even when his team didn't score any runs. And then prior to that, he was 2, 2, and 2 for a nice 6 there on the 19th, cashing us out, getting a 2.4 average during this 10-game span as well, 6 of his last 10. Decent metrics, but this is what I'm talking about, the fake batting average of 500 there. He's only got 3 plate appearances. He's 1 for 3, which means he did walk one of those times. So not a huge sample size there on this one, but we already know Weatherholt, he's good against the righties with a 256, and we know that Ashcraft struggles against those lefties. I like the Cardinals to put up runs. I like Weatherholt to be a part of that. So we're taking him for over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, this next one could be a little bit tricky. Sandy Alcantara is a decent pitcher. I do like the stuff that he brings to the table. We also have seen the Braves a little bit cooling down, I guess you could say, as of late. They did score 9 runs, as I eat my words, basically. They scored 9 runs there on Wednesday, but they've really been a little bit back and forth. 8-4 there, 12-0 loss there on that one. So I don't know. I think they're cooling down. I think they were just so scorching hot before that it was inevitable. But I do like them to muster up some runs here in this spot. I do like the Braves in this spot as well on the road to not get the full sweep, but just about in this 4-game series. And we love Ozzy to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at that -117. The Braves have no slouch on the mound either with Strider. Very good pitcher on the mound for them as well. As you can see here, great, fantastic, tremendous sample size. 48 plate appearances. This is what we love to see. He's batting a nice .333, 15 hits in those 48 appearances, 3 home runs, and 10 RBIs, and doesn't strike out a ton against Alcantara, which is phenomenal for us. And those righties, he does a little worse, 248. He's only batting at 271, still very decent and doable. And those lefties against Alcantara tend to hit the ball a little bit more there with that 263 batting average. Now, like I said, the other games you could target, the Diamondbacks, and I definitely would take a look at the Athletics Angels game as well. But we love Ozzy. We do like the Braves. We do think these cash. Otherwise, we would not be putting them out. We're taking Ozzy Albies over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Another player we love to target in this spot, Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. You could take him for 0.5 as well. Like I said earlier, that is the safer option, but we do like him up to 1.5. As you can see here, he's done it in 5 straight games. I do like him to make that number 6, and the Athletics just scored a run. We had them to winning on the cheat sheet. They are now up 6-5. We were going to take them. I was looking at that game as well. We'll get back to Acuna here. I just want to talk some baseball with you guys. I was looking at the matchup as well for them on Thursday. It's very, very tricky. Soriano is on the mound for the Angels. If the Athletics win, we definitely will be taking another gander at that game here. But back to Ronald Acuna. Don't want to say too much. Ronald Acuna Jr. here, over 0.5. We like him for 1.5. He's done it, like I said, 5 straight games, has 2 little fluky games where he did not clear this line, but he has been playing lights out, extremely, extremely hot as of late. As you can see, just by simply looking at the green bars on the screen. Another great data size here. Fantastic. 44 plate appearances. This is what we love to see. 314 batting average, 11 hits, 1 home run, and 1 RBI. Now, the righties do a little bit worse against Alcantara with that 220 average, but he does have a higher ERA against them, which we absolutely love. And Acuna does better against the righties with that 276 batting average. I think the Braves put up some runs here on Thursday. We like Acuna to get over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And don't be surprised if he has the highest number at the end of the game for any player on the Braves. This is one of my favorite ones to take here on Thursday. We love Acuna in this matchup. Quick recap of what we're taking here. This is how we set them for this 4-man. We got Burleson, Weatherholt, Benji, and Soto. Soto also being our favorite player on Wednesday, on Thursday to cash us out for a home run. You'll get all 3 of those over on Winible for absolutely free. So make sure you go join the free plan. And this is a little bonus play. We didn't touch on Nick Kurtz or CJ Abrams. Nick Kurtz is a tricky one, but he's been doing very, very well. He's facing a tough Soriano, though, on Thursday, but I still like him to muster 1 hit in this game. I'm betting that it's going to be at least a double. Then we got CJ Abrams in that game that I do think will be very high scoring, high octane, fun to watch. And then Brandon Lowe, he did not clear us out. Well, he did. He pushed there for us in the fantasy point department on Wednesday, but he did get 2 bases in that game. I like him once again in this spot. This game is going to be a nice back and forth, I do believe. And I like Brandon Lowe to get on base a couple times. I like him to hit a double or 2. So we love this little total base play that we crafted for you guys. This one is a 9.75x play, and this is a 10x play over on Prizepicks. Now, I told you, sleeper. It's got better payouts. It'll be like a 10.25. It's slightly better, but over time, that's going to matter. On top of that, they just have the greatest promo right now. $20 entry, no deposit required, a $100 deposit match, free square to add you one of those plays or one of your own. It'll be something like Shohei Ohtani under 99.5 total bases that you can add, and it will green out for you guys. Now, we're locking in on Kalshi. We're going to go 4-0. We did knock this one down just a little bit. I do think that they're going to score probably 10 runs in this game if you wanted to go ahead and stay at that 8.5. But I'll eat the 1 run because the under-over is set at 8.5. I'll eat that 1 run because I'm just fine with that payout. $25 to win, $41.87 on that one. We are going to be bumping up our unit size on Thursday. Just follow along. You guys can tell if $25 is 1 unit, then just lock in exactly how we're doing it, and I'll let all you premium members know that we are upping our unit size. It's going to be $50 now. So if you still see 25, that's fine. It's just a half unit play. So this one, we love it. We're taking it for over 7.5 runs scored here on Thursday with 2 bad pitchers on the mound and just 2 teams that have been hitting the heck out of the ball. So we love this one for us, and we're going to have a ton. Going to dive deeper into the slate for you guys. It looked a little bit tricky when I gave it first glance here and was going over these player props to find for you guys for Thursday. But as I'm going on, as I'm looking in, even just reading these guys to you, it helps me actually in the long run as well. It helps me in my research for some reason. And we're going to find some plays to absolutely cash out on Thursday. So get on over to Winible. Join Kalshi, code FFAPE, legal in all 50 states. Get your free 45 days. Thank you guys so much for all your time. And I'll see you in the next free play video for Friday.